KILIKA, a peaceful island where the waves sparkle under the sun. Fruit trees sway in the warm breeze, and life usually moves with an easy rhythm. But what if, after Sin's attack, KILIKA had begun a massive community-driven rebuilding effort unlike anything in its history? What would it have looked like? How would the villagers have reorganized themselves? And what parts of KILIKA's culture might have shaped the reconstruction that was as hopeful as it was practical? Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are exploring a hypothetical lore-friendly scenario. What KILIKA's recovery might have looked like under Sin's destruction. A blend of cultural traditions, cooperation, and a little island resilience. Keep in mind, these videos are purely theoretical, so if you have ideas that I didn't include, feel free to include them in the comment section below. And of course, I stream every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday at 8 PM PST, where we play games and hang out and have a good time. Hope to see you there. Now, let's begin. Imagine the attack ending, the waters calming, and KILIKA standing in quiet awe at what remains. In this hypothetical scenario, the village wouldn't react with panic. Instead, the people might pause, breathe, and gather together under the temple's shadow, taking stock of what they still have, who is safe, and what their next steps could be. KILIKA's elders, who carry generations of island wisdom, might call this moment the still tide, a symbolic pause before a new beginning. The villagers would look out across their broken walkways and shattered docks, silently agreeing on one thing: we must rebuild. From there, we can imagine KILIKA springing into action. Families might sweep through the ruins with a calm determination, gently collecting anything salvageable: wood, rope, pottery shards, small tools, even carved decorations that hold sentimental value. Fishermen, so used to working together on unpredictable seas, would likely lead efforts to clear debris from the shorelines and canals. Children could bring water, deliver messages, or help pick up light pieces of debris, participating in their own meaningful way. In this reimagined scenario, KILIKA doesn't just clean up rubble, it reconnects, turning survival into a shared experience of hope. To understand how KILIKA might rebuild, we have to imagine how its culture shapes those efforts. KILIKA has always valued fruit cultivation, intricate woodworking, including spiritual carvings and masks, fishing traditions that go back generations, warm communal gatherings, especially evening meals and festivals, and deep spiritual connections to Ifrit, fire, and renewal. In a hypothetical reconstruction, these cultural strengths would become the backbone of recovery. Woodworkers might craft quick-build shelters with decorative elements meant to inspire hope. Families tied to fruit farming could organize food distribution from groves untouched by the attack. And spiritual leaders might offer symbolic embers of renewal, charms meant to represent rebirth through fire. A nod to KILIKA's devotion to Ifrit. In this speculative scenario, news of KILIKA's devastation would travel fast, and Spiran might respond with an unexpected speed. From Besaid, carpenters could arrive with tools and practical building knowledge, helping rebuild the elevated walkways that define KILIKA's layout. Dock workers from Luka might show up to help reconstruct the main piers, bringing expertise from one of Spira's largest ports. And from the Albed, pragmatic technicians could offer rote system, simple lifts, or other devices to ease heavy hauling. Small contributions that make big differences. And from pilgrims, travelers visiting the temple might stay to help, offering hands, supplies, and emotional support. In this hypothetical version of events, KILIKA becomes a center of cooperation, drawing together people from across Spira with a shared purpose: to bring the island back to life. KILIKA Temple being dedicated to Ifrit would almost certainly play a massive role in this scenario. Even hypothetically, the temple could shelter displaced families, offer prayers of strength, provide food and water distribution, serve as the main meeting point for planning reconstruction, and inspire the village with its unbroken presence. And in this imagined timeline, Lady Yuna's sending becomes a defining moment, a spiritual reset that gives the village permission to move forward with hope rather than grief. The temple might even initiate a hypothetical symbolic ritual. Perhaps we can call it the Flame of Renewal, where lanterns are lit across the walkways to represent KILIKA's rebirth from sin. Now imagine the rebuilding itself. With reinforced walkways, raised higher, built thicker, and tied with stronger rope, we have improved homes, better roofs, sturdier foundations, and decorations made from shells, carved wood, and colorful hand-painted symbols. In expanded communal spaces, the village might build a larger market, a rest area shaded with woven palm mats for any traveling voyagers from the sea, a central pier for festivals, restored fruit groves, and a new training space for young fishermen. KILIKA's identity becomes clearer than ever, a place where nature, community, and culture blend seamlessly into everyday life. Once the major structures are reimagined and rebuilt, KILIKA might regain its rhythm faster than expected. You can picture it: fishermen calling out to each other at sunrise, merchants reopening stalls with fresh spices and handcrafted trinkets, kids racing across the new walkways, testing their strength and newfound confidence, and musicians strumming soft island melodies that drift across the water. In this hypothetical scenario, KILIKA becomes even more vibrant than ever before, a village renewed by effort, optimism, and shared resilience. And finally, imagine KILIKA as it progresses during the eternal calm. Without sin looming over their future, the villagers could finally think long-term for the first time in 1,000 years. In some cases, we could think that KILIKA might choose to expand its trade routes, become a small but thriving port, host larger festivals inspired by Ifrit, train new generations of carpenters and fishermen, attract visitors from across Spira and establish a tourism business, and embrace a more connected but peaceful world. KILIKA transforms from a vulnerable island into a symbol of what Spira could become: peaceful, united, and filled with warm, steady hope. So that's just a simple hypothetical look at how KILIKA could rebuild after Sin's attack. A blend of culture, community, and imagination grounded in Final Fantasy X lore. If you enjoyed this bit of a dive, please be sure to like a video, consider subscribing to the channel, and let me know what other hypothetical scenarios or locations you'd like to explore next. There are plenty of locations we can rebuild after Sin has been defeated in Spira. Of course, we will go beyond 10-2 to see what that could look like. And perhaps we can make connections to some of its ancient past at a time before Sin was even born. And of course, don't forget to catch me on stream on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. PST. I play games, we hang out, and we have a good time. We are currently starting on a new game on this coming stream, so be sure to go check it out. Thanks for watching, may the calm always guide your path, and this is Enzo signing out, and that, as they say, is that.